Yo guys, what's up? How you all doing? And it's Foreshadow here, FSG, the Shadow Man, and we're back, guys. We are back, and I'm doing Suzuka. It's F1 2012 gameplay, and we're in a Mercedes of the legendary driver Michael Schumacher. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's a little bit like Marmite, isn't he? But I respect him for coming back, and I don't respect Mercedes for giving him crappy cars. And then when he does decide to leave, Mercedes then get a good car. Fucking typical, innit? But anyway, guys, we're here in Suzuka. It's 25% race. I'm in 6th place alongside my teammate Nico Rosberg, who's up there in the 5th place position. Anyway, guys, so let's get on the way. We're going to do some commentary and we're going to see how we're going to get on. And here we go. Get ready. Fasten the seatbelts. Not a bad start from me. We got off the line quite well. As Lotus comes next to me on the left hand side. Williams on the right hand side, Jensen Button way past me. I thought I actually got off a good start, but it wasn't actually the best. Maldonado's there on the right. Jensen Button getting close. Oh, come up on the inside of Jensen Button. I think we might have slightly touched. Maldonado's got past Button as well. So both has taken advantage of Jensen Button's tricky situation, being sandwiched. Jensen Button then looks at me on the left hand side, coming out. I'll take it on within the inside, and we are now on a racing line, and that's not a bad start, guys. We started 6th, we're in 8th, so not too bad. I've had a hell of a lot worse. Take a bit of the curb on the entrance and the exit of that, not too bad. Brake just a little bit too hard there. And Jensen Button right on my tail, looking side to side, trying to pass me. Take the speed round the right, brake for the left hairpin. On the back of Maldonado, we should now get a little bit of slipstream here. We get slipstream, we use up a bit of curves, do we? And this is tough. It's going to be tough. I have got a bit of slipstream, I've got a bit of speed here. I'm on the wrong side and had to come out of that one. Unfortunately, Maldonado getting the better of me there in the Williams. Take a bit of curb on the inside, a little bit of curb on the outside, trying to catch up the speed. Maldonado's just too far away for me to get in the slipstream, unfortunately, and we're catching up here. We are catching up. Look for the speed up on the inside. Cut that a little bit too much. And up on the inside of Maldonado. Can I keep it? He's coming up on the outside. He now has the inside. I'm coming along on the outside. Oh, this is going to be neck and neck down the pit straight. As soon as we hit that line, I might have to use up some curves. So, am I going to hit curves? No. No. Here goes the curves. Jensen Button's also looking on the outside. Jensen Buttons goes side by side with Maldonado. Does Maldonado keep it? Maldonado does keep it. Just me past Maldonado on the straight there. So not bad. We are now up into 7th. So we started 6th, went down to 9th, going back into 8th, and now we're up into 7th. So this is looking good, guys. We're doing well. And our next victim is just further up the field. So we're doing quite well. And now this is good. Up on the racing line. Not too far over. Hit that inside curb, hit the outside curb. Oh, I don't hit the outside curb there. I could have gone faster. I had too much on the inside curb. Just perfect on the exit there. Maldonado seems to be catching back up with me. On the hairpin. Got to brake, got to brake. And that's a good little exit. Not too bad. I could have probably held in a bit more speed on the outside. As we're catching up, trying to catch up with the guy in front. Maldonado is close behind me, I'm pretty sure he is. Even though I seem to have a slight gap over Maldonado now. I can still hear his engine. There he is, just have a quick look. He's dropping back. Fuel mix free now, trying to catch the car in front. I believe we can do this. Too much on the inside there. That is a very tricky curve, guys. Who we catching? We catching up on Grosjean. And it's not a bad chicane. Up on the racing line, over to the left hand side of the track where he's the cleanest. We'll go over to the right hand side later on in the Grand Prix. I'm probably sure to pick up some marbles, so we want to stick to the left hand side. Take a bit of curb, missed the apex there. It's going to slow me down on the exit. Unfortunately, he's going to put me back a few temps already on his first sector, so turned my engine up to fuel mix free, and we're unable to hit that apex. I'm not going to be carrying the speed in and out of the corner that I require for me to able to catch up with that Lotus. I really do want to catch up with that Lotus again, as I did start in 6th place. I would like to get my 6th place back. And that's excellent there. That's a good entrance, good exit to that corner. Bring the speed on the right hand side and brake for the hairpin, and we turn in. Not quite as sharp and as fast as I would like to come in and out of that hairpin. As we just maintain the speed, keep increasing, a little bit curb on the inside. Want to cut the corner, save up a few thousandths of a second. The cars, I seem to be catching up with the cars quite a little bit more here, or they seem to be getting a little bit more bunched together. We continue the speed down this long straight. And then can I hold it? That's much better for me this time. Yeah, the cars seem to be a little bit unspacked. Whoa! Oh my god, that's wheel by wheel! What the hell happened there? I get on the inside, I pass Grosjean, and I think I passed Rosberg, and this is Kimi Raikkonen. I don't know what happened. Kimi Raikkonen just seemed to brake really suddenly, and all the others just ganged up behind him. And then I'm now on the back of Kimi Raikkonen. I've got my DRS open, I've got my curves. Can I take him? And he braked really early. Whoa! My god! Wow! Kimi Raikkonen has a problem. Race engineer just told me Kimi Raikkonen has a problem, and it's the first problem I've ever heard of that in F1 2012. Wow, that was good. That was good. Now we are 4th place, guys. So this is excellent, really good. Kimi Raikkonen, I'm glad you got brake problems. That must have been why the others were catching up, and they would seem to be getting all more bunched and bunched together throughout that last lap. Not too sure why. I'm pretty sure I wasn't that much amazing and wasn't able to catch up with him that quick. It is on hard. And then just as you know, on that last chicane, I was going to go into the back of him. I just came up on the inside, nearly hit my teammate, which was just so close and so lucky not to. And then Kimi Raikkonen down the pit straight. He had his speed, so I didn't think he had a problem. And then just on that first corner, he braked really early, extremely early. I nearly hit him. And then my race engineer came on and turned around and says that Kimi Raikkonen has reported a problem. So all thumbs up for me. That's pretty excellent. Just so glad I didn't hit anyone. In fact, I didn't even hit any of the Lotuses, but I nearly hit my teammate Nico, which I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be too pleased about. With Michael Schumacher, the 7-time world champion, taking him out. Even though Michael Schumacher has been known to do it in the time before, whether you like it or not, the fact is there. But there we go, and now I'm starting. I knew that's lap 4. We are now on lap 5. Pit stop window is open. My chief engineer, race engineer, calls me in, and the fastest lap of the race there as well. So this is good. And now Mercedes are in 4th and 5th. Nico Rosberg will probably be a little bit gutted as he started 5th and he's still with 5th. I started 6th and however gone down to 9th and made my way back up to 4th. And it wasn't all purely on the merit, but it is Formula 1, guys. Anything can happen. You can have a broken suspension, broken tyre, your nose can fall off, yep, your car can just split in half or whatever. You just never know. And I took advantage of the situation. I was there, I was close enough, took advantage, and really like it. I hit the curb, and that's a good, excellent entrance and exit on that. I do like that corner. It's very nice. Carry the speed to the right hand side. Braked just a little bit too early, and despite braking too early, I still managed to miss the apex. I'm losing quite a bit of time in that apex, so I think if I actually got it right, I could probably gain about 1.5. Yeah, probably about 1.5, maybe 2 tenths at a stretch. Carry the speed along the back here, this long corners, which is 2 corners, but reminds me a bit like Turkey, which is no longer on the calendar anymore. Has tried making a comeback, but Bernie has said no. And speaking about the calendar in a minute, as I carry the speed on the left hand side and still hit my left front tyre, still do a bit of gravel. Brake nice and sharp and nice and late. Oh, Mr. Apex. Mr. Apex as well, looking ugly, and I don't go in. Don't go in. The blue hour was there, the engineer has called me in. It is a my flashing pit stop, and I don't go in. My tyres are still in good condition. So I'm carrying on. I'm carrying on for another lap. My tyres in good condition. Race engineer calls me in again on the end of this lap. And I'm going to try and outdo him. I'm going to try and outdo him in a pit stop. The only thing is with me pitting first and Nico Rosberg due to pit second, this is Nico Rosberg's pit stop lap really. And I'm not far enough in front of him to get in there and get out before him. So my only option here is that I either go out for another lap, stay out for another lap. I'm hoping I'll keep my tyres up to pressure and up to temperature to maintain the grip. They are a little bit gone. I will show you the radar soon of my tyres, and they are slightly orange. So hopefully if I can keep the temperature in my tyres, I can keep the grip and I can stay out for another lap, which doesn't jeopardise and ruin Rosberg's lap. Or Rosberg's race even, because if I go in the pits and Rosberg has to stay out, or Rosberg comes in, the crew might not be ready and he might be sitting behind me, and we don't want that. So this looks like I'm going to go out for another lap. The grip's still there, and the grip, I'll just go off a little bit there. A little bit of lack of concentration going on there. That's not good. So dirty tyres now. I'm not going to clear this dirt for this very fast left corner. I'm hoping that dirt has gone off, and I'll go in and hit a bit of curb. I don't run out. I keep it in nice and sharp, and the tyres still feel good despite going off. The tyres still feel good. And I think I'm going to carry on. And Lewis Hamilton has gone in the pits, and I'm going to try and jump him. I was quite far behind of Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel. So I want to see if I can catch up with them, or even jump them. It'd be amazing if I can jump at least one of them, which I believe was Sebastian Vettel. So if I can, but I think they're too far in front of me to jump them. But hopefully I can catch up with them. It's going to be close. My last lap, however, was not that good. I think I was 1.6 seconds slower than my best lap, or my previous lap before that one. So this one needs to be good. Sector 1 is going to be quite good. I think it's my fastest, but it's quite a good one. And it is. It's always faster than my last one. It's not my purple sector that I was looking for, but this is still good nevertheless. And that's a good entrance and exit. And now we'll brake for the hairpin and turn in, hit the curb. Can I hold it? The car doesn't like to turn in that hairpin that much. I'm not too sure whether it's a Mercedes car or just my setup that I'm using. Doesn't like to turn in very sharply on that corner. But maybe I'm not going fully wide, so maybe that could be the problem. Maybe if I go fully wide, then I could probably, in fact I probably will be able to turn in a lot sharper. But the thing is, with when I keep the speed in going through that little right hand bend, the car just seems to want to play out for me, so I can't take it all the way to the edge. And well, the tyres did well. The tyres had lasted an extra 2 laps, so now I'm going to go in as a late entrance into the pit stop, one over a little bit of grass, and then turn down for the pit limiter. And here we are in the pits now. We need an excellent pit stop here with the Mercedes crew. Now let's see. Come on, Mercedes, we can do it. Wheels off, wheels on, car down and off. That's excellent. That's a good pit stop. It's not the fastest. We could have probably got another second off that. In fact, I expected another second off that. But we're closer. We are closer, so we did quite well. Hamilton, Alonso and Vettel quite budged up. Vettel, I believe, is slightly closer to Fernando Alonso now. Well, I'm not sure if I've actually gained anything, because Rosberg seems to be ever so slightly closer to me as well. So maybe it did not pan out, guys. Maybe it didn't pan out. It seems to look like it was panning out when I was coming out of the pit crew, out the pit exit, I'm sorry. And obviously they've got their tyres all warmed up and I haven't, so you know, even if I was, I probably think I was closer, but because of cold tyres and theirs warmed up, they just gained a couple of seconds straight away, and there's the gap. It is quite a big gap as a matter of fact, so I've got my work cut out. So let's see, we've got a few laps left to go now. The good thing is that I do have the fresher tyres, so and I believe I have plenty of fuel left on board, so we're probably going to do fuel mix 2 for a while, and then maybe on the next lap or the one after I'll turn it up to fuel mix 3, and I should be able to do fuel mix 3 to the end of the race on the fresher tyres than anybody else. Whether them fresher tyres are going to come into play to other people, I'm not too sure, but we will find out. Obviously a red sector 2 there, because obviously I've been in the pits, so I've lost a bit of time. And come up to the last hairpin, turn in, turn out. Just carrying a little bit too much speed in that first corner. But I came out of that chicane quite nicely. and we enter the pit stop, and we are now on lap 9. Lap 9, and there we go. My race engineer has urged me to turn on to fuel mix 3, so I have done that using the D-pad on my 360 controller. And we'll just see Sebastian Vettel within the distance there as I came around that bend. So he is there. He's sitting there. The gap between him and Alonso seems to be ever so slightly bigger, and the gap between me and Rosberg seems to be ever so slightly bigger. So fuel mix 3 is on, occurs every lap. The race is on, guys. I think we can do this. It's gonna be close, and it's gonna be hard. Nice exit there as we come up to this hairpin. Let's see if I'll keep it uptight. No, see, I turn in, just ever so slightly turn in. I don't stay out wide enough there, and I really think that's where I'm going wrong in that hairpin. As we keep up the speed, get on that curve, try and use as much, especially Vettel, we just saw on the left hand side of the screen going round. She was about here when we saw him, but there's still quite a big gap. Can't even see him down straight. He's a long way in front. We've got our work cut out here to do, and we have to try harder as we keep the speed. That was very nice, keeping it round there. We are on the prime tyres, so the grip level is less than the option, and we seem to have done that a lot better. Take a little bit too much curb there, but not getting a penalty for a warning for cutting the corner. So always good and always happy. And that's a green sector and a green lap as we start lap 10. So all good. Nico Rosberg still in 5th place in Mercedes. So this is getting to be tough. This is a tough, and I seem to be stuck in no man's land. Unfortunately, take the curb. I need a good sector 1. Take the curb. Try and get the power down. Take the curb on the inside. I'm not unable to take the curb on the outside. Half my curves are nearly gone already within the sector 1, so using that speed. Trying to do something different, I suppose, to catch up with Sebastian Vettel. Instead of rather using all the curves on the straight, I'm trying to use it in different sectors where I believe I might have an advantage over Vettel to try and catch up with him. As we come across here now, past the Pirelli signs, past the stands and DHL, and we're coming under, hit the slight curb, and we turn left, hit the curb, carrying speed through. Got steering wheels ever so slightly twitched there, lost me a lot of speed, not good. Just what the Mercedes was sort of slightly known for in 2012, twitchy steering wheel, and I just suffered with it there. As we're on Michael Schumacher, so not too bad. And Michael Schumacher has announced that he's in the Race of Champions this year, despite not racing. But when you're 7-time Formula 1 champion, you should be allowed to do as you please, I suppose. Everybody has to stick by the rules, but you should be allowed to do Race of Champions if you want to, because he is not only a champion, he's a 7-time champion. Whether he got all them championships on merit or by cheating, or however you want to call it, call it what you want, but he can't be any worse. And I can't believe I'm going to say this could actually anger a few people, but I remember, I believe it was Ayrton Senna? Yes, I believe it was actually at this Grand Prix, Japan, Suzuka Grand Prix, and Ayrton Senna and John Lacey was here, and for Ayrton Senna to become world champion, he needed Lacey to come, not to score a single point or something, I believe, or not to finish the race. And they were on the front row, and Ayrton Senna just took John Lacey and himself off on turn 1 and become world champion. I suppose that's one way of doing it. I suppose Michael Schumacher has done that a few times, or has attempted, even if he did lose all his points in 1 year. But never mind, guys, that is a different story, and there's lots of people out there with different opinions on that matter. And I come down the back straight off Suzuka now. Hit the curb, and that's excellent there. And that's a purple sector too, so this is looking good. Can I keep the speed? Yes, I can. This is looking to be, I think, one of my best laps. I haven't commentated on. I've been busy talking about history. I can't get any more curves down, and it's a purple lap, guys. Lap of 12, fastest lap of the race. I wonder if I can hold on to that. So we are catching up with Sebastian Vettel bit by every lap, as my race engineer does keep telling me. And this is encouraging. I can see him. No, he's so close, but yet so far. Try every corner has to try and be perfect, and when it has to be perfect, the pressure is on. And if you just lose the slight revs, or you lose a slight speed, and you don't do a right gear shift, and that's it. That slight split second can turn into half a second, and all your laps that you've been working on and charging down Sebastian Vettel could all go piton. And let's see, he's right there in the hairpin. Or I could really do with Kimi Raikkonen's problem coming back to Sebastian Vettel. I really would like the podium here. We started 6th, we're in 4th. We've only made 2 places. But we did drop down to 9th, so I suppose we made more than 2 places in that sense. But we've only gained 2 places from our starting position. And, I just can't get the power down there. I've noticed that during this Grand Prix that this Mercedes doesn't like to keep turning into the corners and stay in the corners really. It likes to stay in the corners when you're going quite slow. Whether that is not what one of their problems was during the actual 2012 season, I'm not too sure. But I do know that they did suffer with some steering and downforce situation problems. As it's a Mercedes engine, it all should be quite good. And we're on the last lap of the race now, as we come into turn 1. And Sebastian Vettel, I believe, is out of our reach, but we're still going to chase it. Our last lap wasn't our fastest lap. We had a red sector lap, which is a little bit unfortunate. So I just cut the corner a little bit too much there. Turn right, and we keep the power down. We get the power on quite early. Get on the curb on the inside, hit the curb on the outside, and come up the hill. Still got about, I say, 2/3 of my curves battery left. And it's a green sector 1. This is what we're after. It's the final lap of the race, and you're on green sector 1. I haven't seen anybody with the new fastest lap of the race yet, so I believe we still hold that fastest lap of the race on lap 12. It was on this Grand Prix, and it was on prime tyres. It was on prime tyres, which is not the fastest tyre, but we was on fuel mix free, so it's not too bad. As we slightly hit the curb there, and come round, that's quite good. Looking tight, and that steering wheel twixing again. And just a lack of confidence I have in that steering wheel. Sebastian Vettel just seems to be a little bit too far in front. I think he's gained a bit of time, or I've lost a bit of time on this lap. I've had green, and it's now green sector 2 as well. A little bit determined there on the inside, coming through there. And Sebastian Vettel is right there, but unfortunately he's not going to break down or just spin off or make a mistake, because he's Sebastian Vettel. He's a world champion. And we come up to the final stage, and there we go, guys. There we go. Michael Schumacher started 6th, finished 4th. It was an excellent Grand Prix. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And guys, if you like the video, then please hit the like button. It's all there, and there we go. I'm just showing you where we came. We came 4th. Nico Rosberg was 5th, so not a bad race for Mercedes there. It was very quite fun and very enjoyable. Lewis Hamilton won, Alonso becomes 2nd, and Vettel was 3rd. As we all know, we was able to chase him down in the Williams in India, but unable to chase him down here. And anyway, guys, this is me. This is Foreshadow. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the gameplay. I hope you liked my commentary. This is commentary number 2. I hope I can get in ever so slightly better, as much as you can do between number 1 and number 2 commentaries. If you like the video, guys, please hit the like button. That'd be much appreciated, and I hope you do. Leave a comment if you want to leave me a challenge, and as always, guys, please subscribe, and see you real soon.